Hello, hello, hello! Today I am going to be ranking all of the total drama characters, as you can see here by this tier list. I'm going to be ranking all these characters, minus the Redonkulous Race characters, because I have not seen Redonkulous Race. I have a pretty good idea of what their dynamics are, and, I know who got which placements, but I haven't seen enough to fairly rank them. And as for the reboot, I have seen Season 2, I have not seen Season 1. So, I do have a pretty good idea of what the dynamics were as, the same. So, I'm going to be ranking them, but keep in mind I've seen fully Season 2, I have not seen Season 1 in full. I have, a good idea of what the dynamics are, I know what the elimination order was, but, yeah. So, and also the Disventure Camp characters are here, and I have seen Disventure Camp. It's a really cool fan-made show. You should really check it out. But I will not be ranking them because one, Season 1 isn't here, and two, I want to rank them in a separate video. Also, characters down here, there probably are a few more in here, but these kind of characters I will not be ranking. Dakota Zoid and Feral Zeke because these are Dakota and Zeke, so I'm just going to take them into account when I'm ranking Dakota and Zeke. Mr. Coconut, I can't fairly rank this character. How am I supposed to rank a coconut? And then Fang, just because, he's not really a character. I mean, he is, but, he's not a contestant. Or Chris and Chef. Or any host. Okay, now on to the tiers. So, Dock of Shame is the bottom one, and only one character can go in here. And then that character is, the worst character, my least favorite character in the entire show. Yeah. And then I Hate You So Much. This is for all the other characters that are terrible. I just hate them so super much. Not as much as the number one character, but I really hate them. You're Pretty Bad. These characters are pretty bad. They have some bad qualities that push them down from neutral. Then neutral, this is for all the characters that I just don't really have an opinion on because they're just pure neutral to me. Then You're Alright. This is pretty similar to You're Pretty Bad, except they have good qualities that push them up from neutral. I Like You. This is for the characters that I enjoyed, that made my watch more enjoyable. Yeah. And then I Really Like You. This is for the characters that I really enjoyed, I'd like to see back again. I love watching them on screen, I love seeing them get development. I Will Love You Forever and Always. This is for the characters that have a very special place in my heart. I will always love them. I loved watching them on screen every time. And then Best Total Drama Character Ever, and No One Can Change My Mind. I might actually just add... I said ever, but ever isn't actually in there, so I'm just gonna add ever. Because it's the best total drama character ever. So yeah, only, like the Dock of Shame tier, only one character can go in here, and if you've seen my YouTube channel, and you've seen my banner, you probably have a pretty good idea of who's going in there. But yeah, it still could be a mystery. Don't go look now if you haven't seen it. Just keep it as a little surprise. So we have a bunch of characters here to rank. I don't know who I should rank first. I'm gonna go with Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine, she's not going there, don't worry. I think I'm gonna put Jasmine in I Really Like You. I really enjoyed her. A lot of people say that Jasmine and Sean were the only good things in Packatill Island. I disagree. I think the Packatill Island is actually a pretty good season. I think it's very underrated. It's very overhated, too. Yeah, I really enjoyed Jasmine, however. I really like her, character design. I think that she is really cool. I love her accent. I love just her personality. I love her relationship with Sean. That's a really adorable couple. They did go through some faults, but, for the most part, it's pretty good. And I really love her friendship with Sammy. I think that was adorable. I wish we got to see more of it. One thing that I am sad about, though... Oops, wait. Let me just fix this. Wait, give me a sec, please. There we go, okay. One thing I am sad about, though, with Jasmine's character is, as soon as Sammy leaves, Jasmine was, one of Sammy's only friends. But as soon as, Sammy leaves and is eliminated, Jasmine just never brings her up again. I think it would have been nice if, in the next episode she had a confessional saying that she was sad that Sammy had to go and stuff. I don't know. I think that would have been nice, personally, but, that made me, yeah. Okay. Now, on to the next character. DJ, I'll do DJ. DJ, I think, is also going to go in I Really Like You. And I don't actually know if I said this, but I have a very short memory. The closer they are to the tier, the more I like them. So I'm going to put DJ ahead of Jasmine because I prefer DJ. Just because he has had way more screen time. Like, it's a DJ. Like, you have to love DJ. Like, who doesn't love DJ? I don't think there's a single DJ hater out there. Everyone loves DJ. So I'm going to put him here because he's really nice. I really enjoyed his friendship with Jeff. I personally think that in the Redonkulous race, I'm not sure if this is true, but apparently, Jeff and Bridget were supposed to be the surfer pair, but then last minute they changed it to Brody, and they introduced a new character. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I do know that Bridget's voice actor is actually on the show as Carrie, so but it could potentially be true. I don't know. But if you do want to not include Bridget and Jeff, I don't know why I moved Bridget up there. If you don't want to include Bridget and Jeff, sadly, I think that instead of Brody, if like you want to give him like a friend to be on there instead of his girlfriend, that DJ should have been the one they chose instead of introducing a new character as Brody, because that, and if they won, that would have been perfect. It gives them both a redemption arc, and it gives them the win that they deserve after all the pain they went through. Okay, now who? Oh my God, my sister is shouting in the background. Who do I do next? I have two people in I really like you, so now I'm going to add someone to a lower down tier, and I'm going to put Leonard in I hate you so much. Because it's Leonard. Oh my God, my sister stopped shouting in the background. Oh my God, I hate her. Leonard, he's a decent character. Well, no, he's not. He's a terrible character. I was trying to save him, but no, he's a terrible character. I think he should have been the first boot. I think that Beardo had more potential. Beardo is just kind of a worse version of B, I feel, but I think that, where is she? I think Ella and Beardo could have had a friendship where, like, Ella, like, is able to, like, convince him to start talking, because we know that Beardo can talk, he's just shy. So I think that, if Beardo made it to, like, maybe episode 5 and then got eliminated, that would have been better, because, you know, I think Beardo has more potential. He's a better character. He is a little bit annoying, but I think he could use his sounds to, like, help his team out. Like, maybe, like, he could distract the other team, because we know in episode 1, he actually made a drilling noise, and the other team thought that, like, they were way ahead, and, like, yeah, the other team was, like, way ahead, and they needed to build something quickly, but then we just seen the other team, and it was just everyone being annoyed at Beardo for making these sounds. But that actually could have, like, helped out his team. But instead, we had Leonard get further, and he was the only character who was brought back for Redonkulous Race when oh my God, there's a pair right here that we really could have used in Redonkulous Race. Just saying, they really needed development. And then instead we got Leonard. I'm glad he was the first boot. Okay. Now let's do, I'm gonna do a 2023 character. I'm gonna do Z. I really like Z. He's a really cool character. Oh no, he's not going there, don't worry. I think I'm going to put him in I Like You. I really enjoyed him. He interacted with everyone, which I found really fun, because that meant everyone gets development with each other. I really enjoyed watching him. He's a very laid-back and chill guy, and I really enjoy that. I think his story in Season 1 was really good. Him wanting to eliminate Chris was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed him. Oh, I'm going to do a controversial one with Stacy. A lot of people expect me to put her here, and I think a lot of people would put her here. However, I am actually going to move on to neutral. I actually really enjoyed Stacy. I'm even tempted to put her in You're Alright, but I think I'm going to put her in neutral for now. It's probably going to be high neutral. I actually really enjoyed Stacy. I think she was super funny. I'm glad that she was the first boot, because I think that added to her funniness. I think if she ever comes back, that would take away from her funniness. I think the only way I'd want her to come back is in a Redonkulous Race with Zeke. Like, you just have to make Zeke normal again. Well, normal. Zeke can't be normal. Zeke himself is normal, so we'll just say we have to turn him back into a Zeke. And that would be amazing, seeing them together. I actually find Stacy super funny. Her design is kind of Oh, that'd actually be a fun thing. If I ranked all of their designs. So if this video does well, I might do that. Yeah, I thought she was actually really funny. Personally, I don't find her annoying. I mean, she's a little bit annoying, but that kind of adds to the funniness. That's a part of her funniness. And speaking of Zeke, I may as well just rank him now. So if it was just Island Zeke, I'd put him here because, you know, he was saying some controversial things, but because it is because we have World Tour to take into account, I'm gonna put him in You're Alright. Probably gonna be lower down on that tier because but he was actually really funny in World Tour when he was playing the game. Him being the first boot again was funny. However, the whole Feral Zeke thing, and honestly, I think this is a very controversial opinion, but I actually didn't mind Feral Zeke. I thought he was pretty fun. It was like a nice little like the twist. I thought he was pretty funny. I thought it was cool. However, I do wish that in a later season he got like brought back and turned into regular old Zeke again. And if we did have that, we could have Stacy and Zeke in a Redonkulous race. Because I mean, I guess you could have Zeke as Feral in a Redonkulous race, and they're probably going to be the first boot anyway. But I prefer him being normal. I'd really love to see that in a Redonkulous race. That would be really fun. Okay, who should I do now? I'm going to do Ella. I love Ella. I'm kind of. Excuse me. I don't know if you guys heard that, but someone just texted me. Who dare interrupt? Oh. Okay. I'm tempted to put her up here, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to move her to the front of I Really Like You. This is a little bit of a hot take, I feel, but I really enjoyed Ella. I thought she was super fun. She was an amazing character. Oh my god. I thought she was a really fun character. She was really interesting. I love her design, even though it is just kind of Snow White. I'm glad that they changed the colors. They probably changed the colors because of copyright, but still. In World Tour, if you didn't sing, you got kicked out, but in Pacatilla, if you sung, you got kicked out. That was interesting. It was really sad that she wasn't able to sing. She was really sad. Dave broke her heart. She got injured, as she said in her leaving song. Oops. And she's the only one who was actually able to keep a smile on her face the entire time. There was never a time that she was sad, even though Sugar kept like beating her. Where's Sugar? Sugar. There. Even though Sugar kept like beating her so badly, emotionally, she kept going strong, trying to help Sugar out. And I really want Ella to return. Imagine Ella in a Redonkulous race with. Oh wait, I was just thinking Ella in a Redonkulous race with Dawn, but Ella in a Redonkulous race with. Okay, I'm not putting Dawn. I'm not ranking Dawn yet, but if these three, if like Redonkulous race 2 did happen, then instead of 2 contestants on a team, a twist that they do for season 2 is 3 contestants on a team, and these 3 would be perfect. Oh my god, I'd love that so much. But for now, I'm just going to put them all back. I'd really like that. So. I really enjoyed Ella. I really want her to come back, and yeah. Since we did speak about Sugar, I may as well do her, and I think this is also a pretty big hot take. But and a lot of people expect me to put her here, even potentially here, but I think I'm going to put her in You're Pretty Bad. I'm tempted to put her at neutral, but no, I think I'm going to put her at the top of You're Really Bad. Or You're Pretty Bad, sorry. It's not too much of a hot take now because, like, it's just only one step up. But I actually found Sugar pretty entertaining. I found her pretty funny. I don't know whose idea it was to make Ella a punching bag, but it was a horrible idea. Ella deserves so much better. I don't know whose idea it was to make her the main antagonist and make her get to the final 3. That was the dumbest idea ever. But I actually did find her pretty entertaining. I actually really like her character design. It is heavily inspired, I feel, as like she's a female Owen, which is very interesting because she was the main antagonist at some point. Oops. She has a huge crush on Leonard, by the way. Yeah, she was the main antagonist at one point, and Owen's like a really nice guy, and I don't know what they were doing with that. Also, a lot of people said that they don't know why they invented Tammy for the Redonkulous race. Where is she? There she is. I actually find her design really cool, honestly. But they could have just brought back Sugar, and honestly, yeah, they could have. Because Sugar has a big crush on Leonard. Okay, let's do. Who should we do next? Ooh, I want to do Scary Girl. Okay, so Scary Girl is a very interesting character because I think her character is really unique and fun, and she definitely deserves to get further. I think I'm gonna leave her behind Zeke for now, though. However, she is like a little bit scary, and I guess that's the point. But like, she's a little bit unsettling at times for me. So I can't really put her too much higher because she is scary. But I do think that she deserves a lot better. I hope in a season 3 she does get further, because she got fourth boot and then first boot, so she deserves to get further. I'm pretty sure her and Nichelle are the two characters who have gotten the least amount that have never made it to the merge. In the reboot cast, they're the only two. Speaking of Nichelle, where is she? Where is she? Where? Give me a sec. Is she down here? Wait, give me a second. What? Oh, there she is. Okay. I feel like with Nichelle, you either love her or you hate her. There aren't many neutrals, and I personally am neutral to Nichelle. I'm going to move her a little bit above Stacy because I do prefer her over Stacy. Season 1, her elimination was very interesting and embarrassing. But then in season 2 she comes back, she's like really strong, like she's actually been training, she seems like she's going to get really far, but then she quits because Julia tricks her. Yeah. I hope in a season 3 she does return, she actually gets far, she actually gets good development. Yeah, and I think that personally, if she does return for a season 3, well, okay, so in season 1 there was a final 3, but then there was also a final 2 at one point. But in season 2 it was just a final 3. So if they do make a final 2 again, I think it's going to be Nichelle and Damien. And Damien, I'm going to put in I Really Like You. Not above anyone else, but I'm going to put him in I Really Like You. I'm a little bit surprised that he is the fan favorite, because I believe he is, because he is very similar to DJ. And he does have his own, like, traits. He is scared, like DJ, of, like, a lot of things. However, the things that he's scared of are things that, like, everyone is, like, you should be scared of, like, normal people would be scared of. So that kind of makes him more relatable. He's kind of one of the more normal people, which is very interesting. I enjoyed him. He is, like, the only person Nichelle interacts with, and I think that in a potential season 3, they could be the finale. I also think that it would be interesting to make them a couple, because I really like their dynamic, and I feel like that is a direction Fresh TV could go, because when making season 2, right when they were, like, wrapping up everything, and, like, writing the finale, so they had already made the elimination order, season 1 was only airing, so they couldn't, like, use everyone's opinions on the other characters for season 2 to, like, make certain characters go further. But for season 3, now they can do that. So I think that they probably will make Damien, if there is a season 3, go further, because, like, everyone wants him to win, everyone loves him. And I also think that they gave Nichelle the character development and screen time that she deserves. They could potentially make her the main villain and him the main hero. I think that would be an interesting dynamic, especially if, like, they had become a couple. But I don't think, like, I don't know. I don't think that would really work properly. I also think that if they become a couple, they won't both make it to the finale. I think it will only be Damien in the finale. Yeah, I really don't know what they have planned for Nichelle, if they do a season 3, but I do think that Damien is a big potential winner. Okay. Let's do Zoe. So Zoe in season or in Revenge of the Island, sorry. I think I'm gonna just put her in I Like You. Oh my god, why do I keep saying season? In Revenge of the Island, she was a very good character. I enjoyed her. At one point, she was actually my second favorite Revenge of the Island character. She's not anymore. However, in All Stars, she was super blind and terrible. She should not have made it that far. She definitely should not have made it to the finale. I personally think that the finale for Revenge of the Island should have been... Oh, well, okay, wait. I think it should have been Zoe and... Where is he? Give me a second. I'll find him soon, don't worry. Brick. Yes, or Dawn and Scott. I think with Dawn and Scott, also, if you don't already know, I'm a huge Dawn shipper. Come at me! Wait, no, please don't. I think that, I think that Dawn, like, being able to sense Scott throwing all the challenges and, like, getting his teammates eliminated, and them, like, having, like, a big argument and, like, them having a rivalry for the season and them being the finale would be really good. Or even if you wanted, like, they could have, like, they could be in, like, the final 3 with, like, someone else. Wait, let me find someone from their season. They could, like, be thrown in the final 3 together with with um with with Anne Maria. Oh wait, there are 2 right here. Oops. They could be thrown in that final 3 together, and then one of them wins. Like, Scott wins, but then, like, he's like, Dawn has been able to, like, help him out with his family issues, like, because, like, you know, like, in episode 3 she was like, oh, you weren't held enough as a child, and then he was like, so he feels very connected to her and takes her to the finale. And yeah, that would be really adorable. But if you want a very heated and big finale, then I guess the rivals, or Brick and Zoe, who were both very deserving finalists. I think they both should have. I think that they both could be big competitors for the finale. They would have been good competitors, and yeah, I've only really recently discovered all the love for Zoe wanting and everyone like wanting to Zoe to win Revenge of the Island. Like, in a lot of like the who won versus who should have won shorts, I see a lot of people saying that Zoe should have won Revenge of the Island, which is very interesting. I personally think that Brick probably should have won. He's probably like, or like any of these 4, honestly. I prefer them in these pairs. But yeah. So Zoe is going to rank in I Like You because, I mean, I think I probably would put her up here if it wasn't for All Stars. And she wasn't that bad in All Stars. The only bad thing about her was she was really blind. She did not deserve to be in the finale. It should have been 1 Gen 1, 1 Gen 2. But I think that they were probably just trying to, like, even it out, because at that point, Gen 1 had 6 winners, and Gen 2 only had 2. So they're probably just trying to, like, even it out a little bit more. Yeah, I think her winning Revenge would have been better. And then I did really enjoy her interactions with, like, Duncan, Gwen in All Stars. Yeah. But you might be asking, if either Brick and Zoe or Dawn and Scott win Revenge of the Island, what happens to Lightning and Cameron? Well, Lightning is a character who I used to absolutely hate. I'd probably put him down here. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. I thought he was really annoying, and he has some moments where he's annoying, but for now, I think I'd actually put him in You're Alright, and probably more towards the top of it. I actually do enjoy Lightning. I think he's a funny character. I don't think he should have won, but I do understand what they were trying to do, and it wasn't that bad of a finale. Yeah, I really enjoyed him. I do think that he's funny. I think him being an early boot in All Stars was good. It was probably for the best. Yeah, he's Lightning. Also, his hair was permanently dyed white, which probably isn't very good. After he got electrocuted, which also isn't probably very good. Anyway, moving on to Cameron. And this, I think, is also a hot take, but you're pretty bad. I'm even willing to put Sugar above him, and that's crazy. Revenge of the Island Cameron, I think he did his purpose very well. I don't think he should have made it to the finale. I enjoyed him with Mike and Zoe, I guess, but he did have a few annoying moments. For me personally, I think that's kind of a hot take. However, in All Stars, he was so annoying. I hated him. He should have been eliminated like twice before, but then they kept him around only to medivac him. It was so stupid. Why? I don't know what that was. I don't know why he got so far. He should not have got that far. Yeah, that was really silly. Yeah, I really don't like Cameron. I also really don't like Cameron and Gwen as a couple. I think their friendship, it's fine, I guess. I guess it's fine when like Cameron gets moved to the villains team in All Stars, but yeah. And I also really don't like them as a ship. I mean, Gwen only like really kissed him as a friend, but then a lot of people ship them, which is fine. But I just personally don't really like it. It will always kind of be Gwen and Trent. Oh, I guess the universe disagrees. No, it will always kind of be Gwen and Trent for me, personally. But you know, it's fine. Who should we do now? Oh, let's do Tyler. Tyler, I really enjoy Tyler. I am going to move him up to I Will Love You Forever and Always. Oh, no, I Will Love You Forever and Always. I think Tyler is a really good character. He's really funny, and also, I'm gonna just add his girlfriend up there too. Yeah, I think I prefer Lindsay over Tyler. It's really close though. I'm basically just gonna rank them together because they're very similar. I really enjoyed them. I think that they make a great couple. They actually broke up before All Stars, which was really sad. I think Tyler should have been in All Stars for that. All Stars cast should have been way bigger, and Tyler should have been one of the people added into All Stars, I think. I think that they make a great couple. They're both really goofy, really funny. I really like both their designs. I think that they're both really good characters. They're very entertaining. They're extremely funny. Yeah, I really like both of them. Speaking about funny, Izzy, probably one of, if not the funniest characters in the entire show, for me personally. I love Izzy. I'm going to move her over here for now. I think she's like in my top 3 favorite characters. I love Izzy so much. She is amazing. I love her. She's a kooky little girl. No, that was not the right wording. She's a kooky little girl. No, she's a kooky little crazy woman. I have seen the Izzy Isn't Crazy theory. I think that it's a really good theory. I think that in Island she got a pretty good placement. Her getting out in episode 8, then coming back in episode 15. I think that was perfect. And then her getting 7th place overall. I think she was eliminated in episode 20 in Island, and I think that was an amazing placement. I think that Action should have been her season. I don't think she should have won, but I think she should have gotten a lot further. I think that her getting eliminated in episode 3 and then coming back was amazing. I have a very underrated duo. I really love Izzy and Trent together. I think that they are a great duo. I really want to see more of them. I really enjoyed them together. In the aftermath, I thought that they were an amazing duo. Loved that. And then when she came back, I wanted her to get a lot further, but then she was like the first elimination off her team again. After she came back, there was like 2 eliminations. She came back in episode 7. Gwen got eliminated in episode 7. And then episode 8 was a non-elimination. Episode 9, DJ quit. Episode 10 was a non-elimination. Episode 11, I think that's where Izzy went. And that was really sad. So, yeah. And then in World Tour, I'm not going to talk too much on World Tour because I want to save that for another character. But she should have gotten a lot further, I think, personally. Yeah. That's Izzy. I really love Izzy. I really want her to come back. Okay. Let us do... We're gonna do... Oh, I want to do MK. Okay, I really enjoyed MK. I'm not gonna put her there, though. I don't know where to put her. Don't know who to put her over. I think I'm gonna put her there. MK, for a while, actually considered... I may as well just rank Julia here, too, because for a while... Where is she? Oh, yeah. I consider Julia my favorite reboot character, but I've hence changed my mind. And... Ooh, I really don't know. Yeah, okay. For a while I considered Julia my favorite reboot character, but no, that goes to MK. I really love them both, and I really love them both together. I see a lot of people thinking that they're both going to be early boots in a season 3 and then host an aftermath, and I would love that. I really want them to become canon. I love them so much together. I think MK Julia, perfect couple. I really want them to be together. I really love them a lot. Yeah, I think that they're both really good characters. I think MK, her character design is really cool. Same with Julia, honestly. They're both really cool characters. I think that, she's a very interesting character. I've seen the theory that she's Noah and Emma's, daughter, and I think that makes a lot of sense. That would be good. And I really like Julia. At times she did kind of feel like a Heather 2.0. Where is Heather? There. At times she did kind of feel like a Heather 2.0. But yeah, she does definitely have her own character traits. The only problem is, with Heather, after Island, in action, no one believed her and no one trusted her. Like, when she was, like, pointing out that Gwen was throwing the challenges for their team, no one believed her. And that makes sense, because after everything that she did in Island, who would believe her? But with Julia, everyone believes all the lies she tells in Season 2, even though they know that she should not be trusted after Season 1. So it's a little bit weird. I personally think that Julia should have won Season 2. I better rank Wayne right now, because I really like Wayne. Where is he? Wayne. I really like Wayne, and I do think that he deserves to be in this tier. I think I'm gonna move him just there. I really enjoy him. I think that he is a really good character. However, I don't think he should have won Season 2. Put down your pitchforks, please. I really like him. I think he's a really good character. However, he really does not have any relevance to the plot, where Julia definitely does. I think she 100% should have won. I'm happy with Wayne winning. I think that he is a pretty good winner. However, I think Julia is a more deserving winner. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that thing. Okay, well, I may as well just do this now. With these three characters up here, they are all going in I really like you, because for a while Dawn was my favorite revenge character. Then it was Scott for like 2 days, then it was Brick for like 2 weeks, or maybe like a week and a half or something, and now it is Dawn again. And I understand that Dawn is extremely overrated. However, I actually don't really like when people don't like certain characters because they're super overrated. Me personally, I don't really think about other people's opinions on characters. I just kind of rank them how I like them. I don't think about other people's opinions on them. And I feel like liking characters because they're underrated or not liking characters because they're overrated, it's kind of silly. Like, I don't think you should really be applying the Phantom's opinions to your opinions. But, you know, that's just me. I think I'm going to move Dawn here, Brick here, and... You know what? No, I'm gonna put Dawn here, Brick here. Yeah, honestly, they're all kind of in a row. I really enjoy all three of them. So, as you can see, they're all very close. Like, first, second, third, but, like, very, very close together. Yeah. And I really enjoy all of them. Okay. We haven't done any of Mike's personality. Oh, there. We haven't done any of Mike's oh my god, there are so many. 6. Wow. I'm gonna do Svetlana. And I did enjoy Svetlana. However, I am going to put her in the bottom of neutral. Yeah. I think that she is a cool character. I wish we got to see a little bit more of her. And that is kind of why I can't put her too far up, because we haven't seen much of her. We need to see more of her for me to like. She's a character who like is a part of Mike. So when Mike is on screen, she or any other of these other ones, she cannot be on screen. So like, and like she's not like there too often. Like, she doesn't have too much screen time. So it's really hard for me to like rank her higher up. So I do really enjoy her, and I think that she was a cool character. However, I cannot put her too far up. I'm gonna do another Mike personality, and I'm gonna do Chester. Oops. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna put Chester in here pretty bad too. I think I'm actually gonna put Chester there, because Chester, he was quite annoying, honestly. He had some good moments, but they were kind of overshadowed by his annoying moments. Yeah. So you're pretty bad. I'm gonna put him in. Yeah, there's really not much. Like, he didn't have too much screen time, so it's really hard for me to, like, put him high, like, Svetlana. Okay, now moving on. Oh, I'm gonna do Max. So, Max is like Sugar in that, like, a lot of people hate him and feel like he should be down here. However, and I honestly, he was my least favorite Package Hill Island character. He's my least favorite character ever, I think, for a while. But now I actually find him pretty funny. I'm gonna put him up here. I think I'm not gonna put him over Zeke. I'm gonna put him over Scarecrow though. I think that he's actually really funny. His character design kind of throws me off, because his character design is pretty bad, but over time I've gotten more used to it. I think him and Scarlett's dynamic was really cool. I really enjoyed that. He was really funny, honestly. I think that he was honestly a really good character. Probably should have been eliminated a little bit earlier, but no, it's fine. Yeah, I did really enjoy him, honestly. So I'm putting him in. I'm putting him in. You're alright, but yeah. Oh, Noah. I want to do Noah. I really love Noah's character. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him here because I loved Noah's character. But we also have to take Island into account. I think that he is a really fun I don't know why I just said fun. I think he's a really funny character. He is very snarky, and I like that. He's very sarcastic. In Island, he was terrible. I mean, he was fine for the first 3 episodes, but then Dodgeball, he was terrible. And I think him being an early boot in Island was good. However, in World Tour, he was absolutely amazing. I think he should have gotten a little bit further, personally, but whatever. His elimination was terrible because they won the challenge, but then they still got sent to. I'm not going to get into that though. And then I haven't seen Redonkulous Race, but I already know he's really good in it, and he falls in love with Emma. He's just an amazing character, and I really love him. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna do Sadie and Katie together. They're not going in Dock of Shame, although I'm sure a lot of people would want them to. The problem with Katie and Sadie is one is overrated and one is overhated. For a while, I actually really liked Sadie and Katie. I'd probably put them here, potentially even here, and I don't know why I like them so much. For now, I think I'm going to put them in You're Alright, and I think I'm going to move them past Sadie and Zeke, or, sorry, Zeke, Max, and Scary Girl. I prefer Katie over Sadie. Oh shoot, no, the universe disagrees. Dodgeball was Katie's peak. I loved her in that episode. I loved seeing her interact with DJ. Where's she? Courtney. Actually, if we were to have a 3-person Redonkulous Race, where we get 3 people for a potential season 2, I think that this would be the perfect trio, Dodgeball trio. Yes, we need it. Sadie has shown to be, or Katie has shown to be really much smarter and stronger than physically stronger than Sadie, because every time Sadie went onto that dodgeball pit thing, she got hit immediately, but Katie is a dodgeball pro. Yeah. I personally think that Sadie should have been eliminated in episode 6, and then Katie should have went through a redemption arc. Well, it's not a redemption arc, but she should have gone really good. She should have made so many so much character development. I think she should have been probably an early merge boost, maybe hide and be sneaky or something. I don't know. Yeah. And I may as well just rank Courtney now. Courtney, I'm gonna put her in I Like You, and she's gonna go here. Yeah. In Island, she was pretty good. I loved her relationship with Duncan in Island. Oh my god, this is about to fall. And then Action, she was absolutely terrible. They ruined her completely. She went crazy. And I understand why, Harold rigging the votes against her, that was terrible. World Tour, however, for the first part of World Tour, she was an amazing character. If she was like that for the entire time, easily up here, potentially even up here. But no, and then after I See London, the cursed episode, she went crazy and she was terrible. And I also hated how she was targeting Gwen so much. I mean, I understand why, but the thing that I hate is that she wasn't targeting Duncan at all. She was trying to kill Gwen. She was throwing challenges to make sure that Gwen got eliminated. But then after Gwen got eliminated, well, 1, she didn't go back to her normal self. She was still pretty bad, and 2, she didn't really care about Duncan. Yes, she tried to make him jealous with Alejandra, but she didn't really try and do anything to him. Which, I hate when things like that happen, when you only take it out, you only take cheating out on one person. Especially because a lot of people blame Courtney and Gwen for the love triangle. I'm not going to get into the love triangle right now. It definitely was part of everyone's fault. Everyone played a big part in that. I personally think that Duncan played the biggest role in that. Duncan was the one that kissed Gwen. Like, he kissed her. She didn't kiss him. She was forced to respond. That doesn't make her innocent at all. No, she's not innocent. But he kissed her. Yes. They're all guilty, but yeah. And then in All Stars, she's pretty good. I liked her interactions with Lindsay. At like the start when like she's talking to her about like Duncan and her relationship with her. Um, and then she became friends with Gwen again, and that was really fun. Everyone, and including me, was very happy. And then Muddy Sunday happened, and everyone was really sad. And then she never came back. I mean, she's coming back in Redonkulous Rest 2 and the Dodgeball Trio. Oh my god, they're literally in a line, and I didn't even plan that. Oh my god, it's... Oh my god, it's the universe saying that this is going to happen. We're going to have a Redonkulous Rest 2, and we're going to have the Dodgeball Trio. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna rank Vito now. I think Vito, other than one other personality, is probably my least favorite, like, personality. I think... I won't put him in I Hate You So Much. He's not that bad. I'm going to put him at the bottom of You're Pretty Bad, though, because I really don't like Vito. I think he's pretty annoying, he's rude, he's very mean to everyone. I don't like... I mean, him and Anne-Marie, I guess they're fine. They're kind of right for each other, I guess, but, you know, it's fine, I guess. Yeah, I don't like Vito. And now, I may as well rank the worst character ever. It's Mal. And I think everyone saw this coming. Like, Mal is the worst total drama character ever. He's the worst villain ever. Who doesn't hate Mal? He is just such a terrible character. And I hate him so much. He's so bad. Like, who thought this was a good idea? Actually, saying that, I do want to say that I think that Scarlet going crazy and Mal being Mal, they were both terrible things that happened. And a lot of people can't understand why the show writers did that. But I do understand, because for characters like Alejandro and Heather, we obviously prefer these characters, watching them now and like making what ifs on them and stuff, and like ranking them. Obviously, these are like tens of millions of trillions times better than these two characters. However, to a kid, because this is a kid's show, we need to take into account that kids probably would prefer characters like more cartoony, villainish characters like these two than strategic characters like these two. Obviously, like, these, like, as an adult, are way better and stuff, but, like, these are better characters to a kid. That doesn't mean I like them. That doesn't mean I like Scarlet going crazy or Mike, but I do understand where the show writers were coming from. It was still a terrible mistake, though. Okay, I'll do Sierra. I think Sierra is going to go in the top of You're Alright. Because at the start of World Tour, she was pretty bad. I get what they were doing with her, because it was like Cody was being really creepy and stalkerish to Gwen in Island, and then he got his own stalker. But it wasn't this bad. Like, at least he had respect for her, and he was actually trying to, like, help her out. I mean, yeah, so was Sierra, trying to help him out, but, like, she was being very creepy about it. I did like her towards the end of World Tour, where, like, she actually started to like Cody, and, like, they were actually, like, friends, and, like, he actually started to like her. She should not have came back in World Tour, or in All-Star, sorry. Her World Tour ending was perfect ending for her. The only way you should bring her back in All-Stars is with Cody, but even then, like, don't bring back Cody. Cody shouldn't be in All-Stars, I don't think. Yeah, she shouldn't have been in All-Stars, but yeah, that's fine. So I'm putting her in You're Alright, because she did have that great World Tour thing, but then she had All-Stars. I mean, I liked her friendship with Cameron in All-Stars, but then that turned into Cam Cody, and that was very weird. Anyway, I should probably, like, move some of these characters that I'm not ranking down here so that I don't get confused. I don't know, I'm just gonna do Millie. I can't be bothered to do all of that. Millie, she is a very interesting character, and I really like her character design. And it is... I don't know where to put her. I guess... I'd put her... I don't know, really. I think I'm gonna put her in... Because I'm choosing between I Like You and You're Alright. I think I'm gonna put her in You're Alright. She's probably gonna go, like, Hi, You're Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll put her there. Because she has a pretty good character. I really like her character design. I like her story. I think that was pretty good. I think she got a little bit too far in her season 1. She was an early boot in season 2, which I think was good. I hope she gets like her own, or I hope that she isn't with Priya. Like I hope Priya is eliminated before her in a potential season 3, and then she gets further than Priya, and she actually gets to develop herself. Speaking of Priya, I may as well rank her now, and I think I'm gonna put Priya in neutral. She's a fine character. I'm gonna put her here though. She's a fine character. She was good in season 1. I enjoyed her in season 1. However, season 2, she literally just did the same thing. Like Millie and Caleb did the exact same thing to her, and it's the exact same story, just with millions. It's just with Millie instead of Caleb in season 1. And she got way too far. She should have been eliminated in, I think it was episode 4, where she absolutely ruined the challenge, but then they voted off Emma instead. Yeah, that was terrible. Speaking of Emma, I may as well just rank her now. And she's a fine character, I guess. I think I'm gonna put her. I'm gonna put her here because she is a little bit annoying at times, but she does have good quality at the times. She was very mistreated by Chase. I think she definitely deserved her own, her solo run in. Oh my God! Stop. She deserved a solo run in season 2. I think. I hope that her and Chase both get like. I hope that their characters in season 3 kind of just forget about each other if there is a season 3. I hope they just kind of like forget about each other and like stop trying to like make their characters all about each other. Just make them focus on other things like themselves. Like they both need that. And honestly, I've just been talking about Chase this whole time, so I'm gonna rank him too. I'm not too big a fan of either of them. However, I think Chase is a step down. I think actually what I'm going to, oh, that was an accident. I think I'm gonna do that. Chase, he's fine at times. However, he can be really annoying. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put him there because he can be really annoying at times. I know he got really far in season 1. I don't know how, and then he was an early boot in season 2, which was good. I hope, like Emma, he gets a like solo run and he gets redeemed a little bit in season 3. They might make him an early boot since not many people like him, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a controversial one. Everyone's gonna hate me. I can already feel the hate. I hate Owen. We're gonna start with Island. Island, he was a pretty decent character with a few like gross fart jokes that were really gross. But he was a fine character, I guess. He should have been eliminated in episode 10, and then where she Beth should have been eliminated in episode 11, and then we already have Sadie eliminated in episode 6, and Katie's just taking her place. But Katie then gets to like episode I think it was 17, Bridget's original elimination episode, and then Bridget gets to LaShawna's original elimination episode. Then LaShawna goes to like maybe like Jeff's original elimination episode. I don't know where Jeff goes. I think that the final 2 in Island either should have been Gwen and Jeff. Well, actually, I think Jeff and Bridget winning a potential Ronco's race later could be good. So I'd actually have DJ and Gwen as the final 2 in Island, and I think that's a pretty unpopular opinion. I don't know how well of a win or DJ would be, but I think that fits pretty well. Then have Harold and Lindsay win Action, obviously the same finale for World Tour happens. Have Dawn and Scott win Revenge, and then All Stars probably be like a 3-person finale where like I'm gonna make it so that 3 people have a finale because there are too many people. I'd have the final 3 and All Stars be Brick, Lashana, and Courtney, and I'd give them all winning endings. Pacatail, obviously, actually, I'm going to keep Pacatail a secret for now, until I rank 2 characters. I think that would be amazing. Yes. But back to Owen. Owen, he should have been eliminated in episode 10, and that would have been fine. He should not have made it to the finale. I think his relationship with Izzy was fun, but yeah. He should not have made it to the finale. He had no relevance in the plot at all. He was a terrible character. I hated him. I think he was fine in Island, but... Okay, and then action. Literally all he did was eat and fart. That's all he did. He was so disgusting. He got derailed hugely. He got too far in his first run with action. So when he finally got eliminated, I was like, oh, finally. But then he got brought back as a mole. And he had to sabotage the game. I think that should have been Izzy. I mean, if you've seen the Izzy and Crazy theory, she potentially could have already been brought back. And I think that's a really good theory, that she was brought back as a mole and then got eliminated by Chris and Chef. But let's be real, the producers weren't thinking that, because Total Drama producers, they can be very dumb at times. So I think Izzy should have been brought back as a mole instead. I get the whole thing with Owen is like he feels bad and stuff, and then he yeah, but he didn't even quit. He got fired. So I don't know. He should definitely not have been brought back as a rat. And then Total Drama World Tour. This is where I wanted to talk with Izzy. I think Izzy and Owen should have swapped positions. I think Owen should have gotten medevaced in episode 11, I believe it is. And then Izzy should have made it to like episode 19, I think. The original episode Owen got eliminated. I think that would have been way better. I hate Owen. I'm so glad he was not in All Stars. Then he was in Redonkulous Race, and I don't know how gross he was in that because I haven't seen it, obviously. But I'm sure he was like more like Island Owen, where he was much better. And I love him and Noah's friendship. I would say that I wish he was on Team Victory, so that he could have been an early boot due to Alejandro. However, I really like his interactions with Noah and Izzy, and if he was on Team Victory, we couldn't have that, because we're not having Izzy and Noah on Team Victory, because then it'd have to be early boots, and that would be terrible. Yeah, I hate Owen's character. I could go on forever about how much I hate his character, but I'm not going to. You know what? Well, let's brighten the mood, and I'm just going to do it right now. Sammy is my favorite Total Drama character. If you've seen my YouTube banner and my profile picture, my description of my YouTube channel, you already know this, but I love Sammy. She is the best Total Drama character ever, in my opinion. When people talk about Pacatoon Island, they say that the only thing that saved it was Jasmine and Sean. I disagree completely. Sammy was such a good character. Her and Amy should have been the main villain and main hero of Total Drama Pacatoon Island. They should have been the finale. That could have been a great storyline. And like in the finale, Dave originally had his hair cut like burnt off because like he got trapped in a snowball, and then like fire was put on that snowball so that they could get him out or something. I don't know. And then his hair like came off, and I think that would have been perfect for Amy. I think that she could have been like alongside Heather as one of the best villains in Total Drama history. And yes, with the hair like burning off, that would be a little bit similar to Heather. However, one, that could be good because it kind of reminds us of season 1, you know, everyone loves season 1. And 2, Sammy tells us a story in one of the episodes about how like she let Amy shave her head once because like that Amy wanted people to be able to tell them apart. So I think it would be amazing if Amy got she got like a taste at how it felt to be bald and stuff, how it felt to have nothing, and then like she actually has a redemption arc, and they could have had a great storyline, but they threw it all away in 5 episodes. That was terrible. Amy came back and then she just immediately got eliminated. That was so bad. Oh my god. And they I've once heard a theory that with Island, when they gave Trent and Gwen a happy relationship, and then they found out they were having a season 2, they didn't know what to do with their characters, with Trent and Gwen's characters. So they derailed them and broke them up. I mean, actually, I think the producers were forced to break Gwent up so that they could put Gwenkin together. Like they were kind of forced into that, but I don't know. But I heard a theory that with the later seasons, they left some arcs open so that just in case like they got a future season. with the characters, and that does not work because now these two, Sammy is going to go back home where everyone will hate her forever for what she did. And yeah, they should have been in Redonkulous Rest. We need a Redonkulous Rest 2. If we do have Redonkulous Rest 2 though, however, with like 3 people, I guess we could bring in, like, I don't know, Taylor, because she has the same voice actress. Yeah. No, okay. I'm gonna stop talking about Sammy now. I've been speaking about her just been ranting about her for way too long, and I'm actually gonna rank Amy. A lot of people put her down here as the worst character ever, and I think a lot of people probably expect me to put her up here. Maybe not because I love Sammy so much. I'm gonna put her in You're Alright. Probably gonna be, yeah, I think I'm gonna put her in the bottom of You're Alright, because I don't really like her too much. I hate how she bullies Sammy like that. She's so mean to Sammy. However, I think that um, she is super funny, and just for that alone, I'm gonna put her in You're Alright. Also, their character design is really cool. I like just one of them has a mole. And a lot of people speak about how their character design is so bland because it's literally just the same. And everyone's like, "Oh, why do you keep wearing the same clothes as her if you hate her so much?" To Sammy, but if they did wear different clothes, then the whole swap thing where Sammy swaps with Amy. Also, can I just say, Sammy is a huge underdog, and that move was amazing. I love that. It only lasted like 2 episodes, which was really sad. I personally would have made it last a few more episodes, and then bring Amy back, and then actually like keep them around until the finale. Um, if Sammy wanted to still do the swap with Amy, then she had to wear the same clothes as Amy. Like, she couldn't just show up in Amy's clothes because, one, where would she get the pair of clothes of Amy's, and two, uh, everyone would be very weirded out that she's just wearing the same clothes as Amy. So yeah, I think that's why. I don't know. I'm just gonna I need to shut up. Okay. And since I did bring up Trent there, I think I'm gonna rank him now. And I really liked him in Island. However, in action, he did get derailed quite a lot. So I do think I'm going to put him here, though. I really enjoyed him in Island. I thought he was an amazing character. I loved him and Gwen's relationship. He was really cool. Him and Bridget were like the normal ones, and you need that in a cast of weirdos. Yeah, I really liked his character. Action, however, he went off the rails. However, he did have a few good moments, like him and Gwen before they broke up. They had a few good times. Him and Izzy, they had nice interactions. That's pretty much it. But I'm just gonna still leave him here because I really like him. If he was, I think he should have gotten a solo run personally in action. Along with, I'm just gonna do it now. I think that Bridget should have gotten a solo run in action. I think she should have gotten a little bit further, and she should have taken Lashauna's elimination placement in Island. But if you don't want that to happen, then you should make her win action. But if you don't want that to happen, then you should make her get to the final 5 in World Tour. But if you don't want that to happen, you should make her actually replace Brody, because I'm not sure if this is true, but once I seen somewhere that Bridget was originally supposed to be, I think I actually talked about this earlier, but I think I seen somewhere that Bridget was originally supposed to be in Redonkulous Rest with Jeff, but then they at last minute swapped to her with Brody. Not entirely sure if that's true, but they should have made that happen. If you don't want her to do well in any of the other seasons, then they both get a win. That would be amazing. But they didn't do any of that, did they? I think that Bridget is an amazing character, and yeah, I'm moving her up here. I'm sorry, I really love her, and I always will. She'll always have a special place in my heart. Yeah, I think both Bridget and Trent should have had solo runs in action, without like their partners, because their partners both got like great development and they got way further than them in Island. So now it's their turn to shine, but they didn't get that. They both just got really derailed. I think that if Trent did stay the same, he easily could have been up here, in action, but unfortunately he didn't. Okay, there's so many more characters. Oh my god. I should probably like move the characters that I need to rank up to the top so that I don't get confused. I don't know who I should do next. Okay, I think that might be all the characters there. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna do Chef. You have to love Chef. Come on, it's Chef. I think I'm gonna put him here. I really enjoyed Chef. Like, he was really good in all the seasons. As the seasons went on, he got less relevant. A lot of people say that, like, he wasn't relevant at all and he barely talked in All-Stars and Pack-a-Tale. However, that is also kind of true for Revenge. He didn't really do anything in Revenge up until, like, episode 12, where he hosted the entire challenge. So that was good, I guess. Yeah, I really enjoyed Chef. I loved his dynamic with Duncan in Island. Which, it's kind of sad that he went away immediately, but in the later seasons, but whatever. I really liked his alliance with DJ in World Tour, and then he also made one with Blandley or not in World Tour, sorry, in Action, and then he made one with Blandley in World Tour. That was good. I really enjoyed that. And it's Chef, and he has a really cool design too. So let's do Mike. I've done almost all of his personalities, so now I'm going to do Mike. And I think I'm going to put him in You're Alright. I'm going to put him... I think I'm going to put him here. He's a pretty decent character. Definitely, Mal should not have happened. We barely got to see him in All-Stars, but for when he was in it, he was a pretty decent character. He's a pretty good character in Revenge. I liked his interactions with Zoe and Cameron. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, honestly, his elimination was kind of shocking. He seemed like the main character in Revenge of the Island. And also, have I ranked Dakota already? I don't think so. No, I haven't. Speaking of shocking eliminations, I thought for sure when I first seen the Revenge of the Island trailer that she was going to be the main villain. I thought she was like Heather 2.0. She was just like the rich mean girl like stereotype. So I thought for sure she was going to be the main villain. And then I just decided like I'm probably not going to watch this for a while. So I'm just going to go through all the episodes and see who gets eliminated. So I just skipped all the episodes, and I seen that she got eliminated in episode 2, and I was shocked. I thought for sure she was going to be the main antagonist, and I was shocked. And honestly, I think it's actually better if I rank Sam first. I am not a very big fan of Sam. I think I'm going to place him here. Yeah, I think I'm going to put him above... No, I'll put him there. No, there. I'm not a very big fan of Fam. He's kind of just a weird gamer. I don't really like his design. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna rank Dakota at the same time as him, and I do actually really like Dakota. I think she's pretty funny. I think I'm gonna put her here, but it's like low here. I think that Dakota is better than Sam because she's a lot funnier, and I think her design is way better. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She's actually my friend's favorite Revenge of the Island character, which is pretty cool, I guess. This is a very big hot take. I don't really care for Sam and Dakota. I don't really like the relationship. I mean, it's fine, I guess. I don't really think they'd be better not together. I mean, like, Dakota's whole, like, arc with her, like, was, like, getting better, and, like, Sam helped her get better and stuff. So, yeah, it was fine, I guess, but I mean, I think that they had a really nice happy ending. Sam should not have returned for All-Stars. That was the dumbest mistake ever. Well, actually, maybe second. Well, not making Sammy win Pac-12 Island was probably the biggest mistake ever. Yeah, I think that Sam probably even got like a little bit too far in the original Revenge of the Island. Personally, that's what I think. But yeah, okay. I think honestly, yeah, okay. I was gonna make a tier and just put like all these characters in it, but no, I'm not gonna do that now. Ripper. I hate Ripper. I was gonna put him ahead of Leonard. Actually, I might do that because he did have some okay moments in season 2. Season 1, he got way too far. He should have been eliminated many times. Honestly, for a while, I actually thought he was the main antagonist in season 1. And then season 2, he was a lot better, but he was still really bad. His poem to Axel was pretty cute. However, then they just turned into Jeff and Bridget 2.0 and just made out the entire time, and it ruined both of their characters. I mean, Ripper was already ruined, but Axel, she was actually set up. I'm gonna rank Axel at the same time too. Axel, I actually really enjoyed her character. She's very similar to Sean and Eva. She's like a mix of them. I think I'm gonna put her in You're Alright. I'm gonna put her like there. Because I did enjoy her. I thought she was a pretty cool character. And I thought season 2, like, she was gonna have, like, a really big redemption arc, but then she just resorted to kissing Ripper the entire time, and it was disgusting. I hope in a potential season 3, I think that, and hope that Ripper is the first boot. I know a lot of people want Priya to be the first boot. Do I have Priya up here already? Yeah, I do. I know a lot of people want Priya to be the first boot, and I wouldn't be opposed to that. However, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think at the I think her lowest placement, potentially could be like 4th, because she is today's Owen and Duncan, where like she's a writer's pet, and they're just gonna bring her far every time. So I think that Ripper hopefully could be the first boot, maybe in a potential season 3, and then Axel will get a redemption arc, hopefully. I don't know. I'm hoping for that. A lot of people suspect that she's going to get 3rd place, and I would actually really like that. I think that would be very good for her character. Let me rank Heather, because obviously she's going up here. I think I'm gonna do that. She is an amazing character. I really enjoy her. I think she's amazing, obviously. And in Island, she was perfect. Her elimination was perfect. Best villain to Throwman ever, and it can never be beaten. Action, I think she got a little bit too far, considering that she was the main villain and got 3rd place in Island, and then she was going to win World Tour, which they probably already had in mind, and that was like perfect. Her winning World Tour was perfect, but she got a little bit too far. She almost made the merge in Action, and I think that she should have been eliminated a couple episodes earlier. And then All Stars, she should have made the merge. I think Sierra should have taken her elimination episode. Duncan should have taken Sierra's elimination episode, and then Heather should have taken Duncan's elimination episode. I think Alejandro, sabotaging Heather with stealing Heather's immunity totem. I think that she shouldn't have hidden it. She should have just taken it with her. But Alejandro, stealing her immunity totem and then playing it, and then eliminating her, that would have been perfect, especially after she eliminated him in World Tour. Yeah, that would be perfect, and then she was first merge boot, and I think that makes sense. So I personally would eliminate her earlier in Action, and then make her get further in All Stars. Okay. So we have 2 lines of people left, I believe. I'm gonna have to look through this at the end to make sure I'm not missing any characters. If I have a character just mixed in here somewhere, and I realize after, then I will just make a comment saying which tier they'd go in and why. But hopefully I won't. And since I just used Cody as an example, I may as well just rank him now. He's going to go in the same tier as Sierra. However, he's going to go a little bit further up than Sierra. I don't really like Cody. I don't think he should have gotten that far in World Tour. He got carried by Sierra. Island, I think his elimination episode was perfect. He got eliminated right at the right time. He was really creepy towards Gwen, which was really weird. But he did have some good moments too. I think him not being in Action was pretty good. That was fine. And then he got way too far in World Tour. I think World Tour was a good redemption for him. However, he got way too far. He should not have gotten that far. And I do agree with them leaving him out of All Stars. So he's a pretty Ike character. Okay. Oh, let's do Gwen now. I love Gwen. I have always loved Gwen. She is an amazing character. I'm someone who, when I really like a character in their season 1, I'm amazing. I love them always. But then they get heavily derailed in a season 2. It's hard for me to hate them. That didn't really make much sense, but hopefully you got it. So it's really hard for me to hate characters who get really badly derailed when I once loved them. However, I'm kind of growing out of that, and I'm realizing now Gwen was pretty bad in Action. She got heavily derailed in Action, and yeah, I think her being an early boot in Action was good. However, Gwen shouldn't have broken up, and then Gwunkin shouldn't have happened. Yeah, and she was amazing in Island. that was like she was so good in Island. Action, she was pretty bad. World Tour, she was really good for the first part, but then IC London happened, and yeah, and then All Stars, she was also pretty good. However, she was very out of character. Like Island Gwen compared to All Stars Gwen. um, yeah, I think that that like um she was a lot, like she was very out of character there, which is sad. Also, a lot of people talk about how like Gwen has so much screen time, like she's taking up so much screen time, but they never talk about all the time that Heather and Owen have screen time, and Owen definitely does not need a lot of screen time. Like Gwen is canon winner in Island, by the way. You cannot say that Owen is the canon winner in Island in this household. You can't even say he got to the finale in this household. Okay,